And before I fell asleep, I prayed to the angels and just said, please help us. There's no way out at this point. So I fell asleep. And that's when basically two angels just came and escorted my soul out of my body and took me to the other side. And what I call heaven, it was the most beautiful place I have ever been. There were rolling, gorgeous hills and colors I've never seen. The colors in heaven, and again, it's so hard to articulate because I feel like we don't even have words to express, but the light of the colors were so dynamic and so multidimensional. I mean, it's unlike, again, I almost feel like here on planet Earth, we live in this kind of flat Stanley. I don't know if you've ever heard of people sitting around this little flat Stanley doll to take on their vacation or whatever, and you take photos with it. And that's kind of what I feel like here on Earth. It's like we're living in this flat Stanley world where it's, the colors are just saturated, but there's no light in the colors here. And then there's just such a wider range of colors. And like I said, there's no words to even express what they are because we don't have them here. And then in the distance, there was this beautiful castle-like structure that they just, next thing I know, we were inside of it. And there were, all of a sudden I could hear choirs singing. And there were just like all these banners in all the corridors. And there was an announcement, the Grand Mr. Ian Sharp is about to arrive. And as I was approaching down this corridor, it was to the end of this balcony and I could look down and I saw all these souls coming together. And I can't describe what they really looked like other than I just knew it was Ian's soul family and that they were so excited. And they're like, oh my gosh, he's coming, he's almost here, he's almost here. Then all of a sudden there was this giant door that started to open. You could almost hear it scraping on the ground and it just, and everybody turned, all the souls at the same time. He's here. And just at that moment, he started to walk through and I saw him and the amount of unconditional love and peace. And I thought, I never want to leave this place. It's just so amazing. I'm not afraid of death. In fact, I'm looking forward to seeing how this all ends because I've witnessed so many different, deaths throughout my life. And as I'm a hospice volunteer and a death doula, and in fact, a few years ago, after moving to Maui, I was just sitting it was like a Saturday morning with my phone, just looking out. All of a sudden I get an alert saying incoming missile from North Korea. This is not a test. This is actually happening. Take cover. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I had no idea this is how it was going to end. I'm actually really excited. I actually was ready to get in my car and go to the beach and say, bring it on, because I didn't, if I'm going to go that way, I want to go quick. I don't want to have the radiation poisoning or whatever after the fact. And meanwhile, I know all the islands, just people were driving off the road and freaking out about the whole thing. But I've really, again, from interviewing near-death experiencers, every one of them says before impact in a car accident, or if they were falling or freezing to death or whatever their circumstances was, their soul pops out before the impact. So they don't feel the pain. They don't experience that. And so I trust that that'll happen with me too. So am I doing the work that I'm here to do? I feel like I'm leaning in closer and closer. Part of it is literally sharing my experiences with people just to help them, whatever they're going through. A lot of times I get feedback from people that it really helps to know that these stories exist and can help them. So I'm leaning into being an eternal love and abundance coach, which is helping people as they are on their journey here on Earth. And if that's connecting with their passed away loved ones, if it's, figuring out why they're stuck in life. I've had so many experiences through these shared death experiences and talking about near-death experiences and cultivating relationships on the other side. And I call him my heavenly husband. He's been helping me for 20 years. And he talks to me, he guides me, he helps me. My mom is the same way. Ram Dass, who's a spiritual leader here on Maui, I had a shared death experience with him and he's guiding me at all times. So I am here to now help people literally connect with their loved ones and cultivate that relationship. So it's not over when they die. It's just a new experience of a relationship with their soul. And it's super exciting. It's super fun. And I feel like I'm on my path.